I wake up and go get that cake, I ain't the type, relax. Me, Dank Rail, split a lick 3 ways to get a. What's the name like a free shady, but he switch out like he crazy. I'm mad cause he made me, I was at the rent. 10K for the fit, I'm too wavy. 29, I'm rich with 3 babies. Pinky ring, the wrist cost 380, really made it. Yes, I evaded, mouth shut, you know how we played it. Now I'm MIA, might be Vegas, thank God I went legit, swerve. Swerve. Thank God I went legit, swerve. Thank God I went legit, swerve.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Clark Kelp. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10. And maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. James pairs with Vanderbilt to make up the forward pair. Smooth out there with lights out, and it's Ayton in at the center position. And for Denver, Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at center. 5 on the clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. 4-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James's final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. While LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding. And guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Here's Murray. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Will it go? The Nuggets with another miss.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Looking at Denver, they got their last win against Charlotte.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Vanderbilt misses. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Brown with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte. Murray, no good.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Here's Smooth. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Smooth.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards. And his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hawk. You have to give it up to this man.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Now here's LeBron. For three. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Again, the miss by Murray.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
It's up a three. A nice shot by Brown.
Brown is such a reliable three-point shooter, but he also does a little bit of everything else at a very high level. He's a well-rounded, old-school guard.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, the Denver Nuggets, 6 games out.
And you know, for the Nuggets, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
James wide open. Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. Here's Smooth, and he dunks it down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
In the corner, Murray with it. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Smooth, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Smooth's got 24.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. LeBron with the block.
We've said it since day one. LeBron is a force on both ends of the floor. Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Vanderbilt. Misses the 3. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. To the paint. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Here's Smooth, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And going to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear.
This crowd is stunned.
Boy, I tell you what, as well they should be, Kevin. I mean, that was one extravagant finish.
Here's Murray. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find the shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first. Here's Smooth. And he slams it one-handed.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Murray, good.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense, and he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
Here's Smooth, and that one is stuffed right through.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Pass to Brown. His three-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 22. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. 37 points for Smooth.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lets it go from 10. Good! There's another.
And once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points, an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
We've got Murray. Hardaway is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Strother. The shot. It's hauled in by LeBron. And Los Angeles guys shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Here's Smooth. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Murray outside. Hardaway passes to Murray. Denver passing it around. Watson for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And that That one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, the Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, "Winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that." Back to you, Kevin.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
This has truly been a special era, Clark, for this Nuggets franchise.
You know, it has been. There's no denying it. Over the last 5 years, they've held the second-best regular season record after the Celtics. Of course, the franchise got its first NBA title in 2023, thanks to the all-time greatness of Nikola Jokic.
Here's Smooth, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Murray, and another miss by Denver. The Lakers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Here's Smooth. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. It's game one of a 3-game road trip.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Here's Smooth.
Oh.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
The circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Hardaway for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's lights out. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Murray right side. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? And it's Murray with the jam.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Pass to Smooth. Fires from the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Screened by Valanciunas. Back to Hardaway. Over James. It's deflected.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And here are the Nuggets now. Now Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Three-pointer.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Here's Smooth. Covered by Brown. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Denver's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Back to Murray. And another miss by Denver.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Johnson kicks to Jokic. Goes up again, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Hey, night in and night out, Jokic is taking and relishing the contact.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
Here's Lights Out. That's good on the jump shot. Lights Out's got his second basket of the night. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Jokic inside. He's covered by Ayton. Jokic, no good. Smooth misses.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Denver making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Here's Smooth. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Smooth. Non-stop scoring machine here. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Pitts. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Hardaway passes to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pass to Hardaway. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
Here's Smooth. Fires from deep. And another one falls. Amazing. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Smooth. And another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Jokic on top. Johnson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Jokic against Ayton. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
Here's Smooth, guarded by Hardaway. Here's Smooth, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there. Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Hardaway, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Smooth, guarded by Hardaway. Here's Smooth. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's deflected, and so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
I think we have a good idea of who's going to make it, but a couple of bubble dudes who have said they really want this either need to step up or they're getting left out.
FOMO is powerful motivation.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And here is Murray. And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. The post pair form will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. Lights out there with Smooth. And it's James in at the 3 spot. Here's Smooth. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And another one falls. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Wide open look here for Murray. Traps in the tray. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume 3-point shooter.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. Here's Smooth. Here's lights out. Rebound by Murray. Johnson finds Gordon. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Jokic passes to Johnson. Ayton against Jokic. Plays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 8. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Johnson right side. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Smooth with the rebound. Smooth's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's lights out. Here's Smooth. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Murray kicks to Johnson. Murray is screen on James. Johnson surveying the floor. It's Jokic top of the key. Some solid defense from Ayton. Smooth passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Smooth. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pass to Lights out. And the three off target.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Gordon. It's tipped. Here's Smooth. Lights out, passes to Smooth. Right wing. Here's Lights out. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lights out's got 7 points.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Smooth passes to James. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jokic sets the screen for Johnson. Murray outside. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
And coming into this season, J.J. Redick and the Lakers, Clark, emphasizing the importance of championship-level conditioning.
Well, hard to see that as directed at anyone other than Luka Doncic. That's one of the criticisms of Luka, his conditioning and his lack of effort defensively. This was a big question when they traded for him. Could they convince him to make the conditioning commitment necessary?
Here's Smooth. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Lights out. Lets the free fly. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Smooth misses. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Brown wide open. That 3 off the mark. And it's the Lakers on the break. Smooth misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
A baseline J, and that one is good. Smooth's got 10 points in the quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Good, he hits again.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Hardaway kicks to Murray. Kicks it out to Johnson. Jokic passes to Murray. Hardaway for 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Hardaway has got his 2nd bucket of the night. Here's Lights out. 7 points in the game. Here's Smooth. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Watson. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway from outside. Lakers with the rebound. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. Here's Smooth. Non-stop scoring machine here. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Luka Doncic.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Watson for three. Buries it from three-point range.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Lakers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. Yep, that one goes in there. Smooth's got 16 here in the second half.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, man.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Smooth misses. Denver's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Pass to Valanciunas. And here is Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Strawther. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Jones checked in for the Nuggets. Denver shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that one's good. Strawther.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness.
Does he ever?
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Lakers shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Aiden Watson is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Murray. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Strawther in a shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Hardaway finds Watson. Out to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
He got it again. Sensational.
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful in-your-face defense.
Hardaway with the bounce pass, and Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And yep, another basket.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Down low. Clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. Here's Smooth. Got a hand on it. Pass to Strother. No good on the triple. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Here's Smooth, guarded by Hardaway, and that one's good, Ayton.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Murray outside. Jokic finds Watson. Now here's Murray. Launches a 3. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Here's Bates. Jokic sets the screen for Hardaway. And Jokic slings it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Smooth. A second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Both good from the line that time. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Brown against Vanderbilt. Outside Hardaway. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Smooth. Pass to Lights Out. 6 to shoot. Here's Smooth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Mark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it. Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
And you know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder. Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Denver's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. Off target from outside.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Going inside and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Johnson right side. Plays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got his first basket of the night. The Lakers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. And he gets it to go.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Ayton against Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Over Ayton. And it's Jokic missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Smooth. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. And NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Here's Smooth. There's the 3.
2 minutes remaining.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Who's ball?
Here's Brown. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Murray. back to Brown. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
You don't necessarily count on Brown for ball movement, but he's an unselfish player, and if he sees you open, you better be ready for it.
Here's Smooth with the drive.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And here are the Nuggets now. Shot by Gordon, wide open. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his third assist on the night. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Smooth. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And tonight, you know, they took the time needed, made the plays they had to, and that's why they're going up 1-0 in their 3-game season series against the Nuggets.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Smooth.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Murray. Here's Smooth. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Smooth.
Scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary.